Hi guys, first of all I hope you have a fantastic holiday season, all the very best for 2014. It's been a while, I'm aware of that, sorry for that, but yeah, I've got just quite a lot to do and it's all good stuff, all for the school and so on, so that's great. But yeah, don't have so much time to go out. Another thing that is in this particular season is that I like to go out when it's really nice, and winter has been disaster. I don't even have my trails ready for the dog sledding. It's been quite a lot of snow, but then it's been warm and raining and stuff. It's a really strange winter this year. It's still like really crusty and not a lot of snow. I hope to be able to break the first trail somewhere in the coming week, hopefully, because this is ridiculous. But then light is bad. It's very short days now, so hard to get something on film in the very few hours I have with daylight. But anyhow, it's really nice to be out here and to take a walk. Been scouring around a bit here, trying to find some tracks, because it's just after the new year, and yeah, there's a lot of fireworks and stuff, and I'd like to see what kind of animals are still around, but it's been pretty quiet, quite obviously. I only see some hares, foxes and moose and so on, but that's about it. But yeah, really nice anyway. Yeah, actually I'm going to make some tea, as per usual, really. It's also a nice excuse for showing you a really nice new gadget I have. And this is it. This is the Bushbox XL from Bushcraft Essentials. I have taken in that in our web shop because I really like it. I mean, they have a smaller one, which is the really popular one. That's the normal Bushbox. I will show you that some other time. I really like the big one, because usually it's about this size that I have my normal hobo stoves. This is a hobo stove, but it's of course completely flat, and you see it's like an harmonica, really folded. Really nicely done with all the small rings in here. These things are made in Germany, actually. It's all fantastic stuff. Completely in stainless steel. And really easy. These are the things where you put your pots on. And otherwise you just open it, and inside there is like the bottom plate here. If you see that falls in place, and that prevents ashes and hot stuff falling onto the ground. And on the other side you have like a griddle, which creates the airflow under the fire. Got some nice dead twigs. They are a bit moist though, but luckily these hobo stoves, they burn really, really hot. Fast but hot. And that's really an issue with this kind of winter. Instead of everything being really dry, which it usually is, it's all really moist. Even now it's about 0 degrees, but quite a lot of moisture in the air, and also in all these dead twigs. Still, if they say snap, you can use them. And we have fire. So this is all pretty moist stuff, and it actually burns quite good. And that's the advantage of having hobo stoves, really, that they do burn really energetically. Problem always that you have to bring them along, and this thing being completely flat is a great plus. Now we put these things in, actually didn't need to bring water. There is snow everywhere, but hey. There you have it. It's going great. So while that is cooking, I think I'll show you some little tricks. I seldomly have sporks or cutlery or stuff like that out in the wilderness. I usually for eating use just two sticks, like chopsticks. I mean, it's the easiest tool that you can actually find. You don't even have to make it. The only thing that you have to do when you eat is, especially if it's green, remove the bark. Some of the bark can have bacteria on there, so that's not good. But otherwise, this works great. And like, for instance, in a minute or so, when I have to remove the twigs with the pine needles on, I can just easily use this to remove it from my water and eating and stuff. It becomes a bit more annoying if you have to, for instance, take embers out of the fire or burning bits, or you have to use stones to cook your water. Then this is becoming a bit unstable. So then you need some sort of pliers. See, that works. So to make a real kind of pliers, we just need a stick, basically, nothing much more. I didn't bring a saw, so I just use my knife. That's great. So now I need to split this. So this will do. It is better to use like birch or something, because pine, when you split it, it will turn around. It's like slightly contorted. Let's see, we're getting in there, and this and when you split, you can always kind of control the split, and you see it's starting to, my knife would actually go round when I go around, so that's not optimal for a pair of pliers, but I'm going to try it anyway, just to show the principle of it. Right, well, I think it will do. It will do nicely. That you would pack in your backpack once you leave. It's just an emergency thing. You just take a little dowel like this, break off a piece. You can also use a pebble or whatever. Put it in, like that. Put it all the way back. And if now the type of wood is the type that would split very easily, just tie a little cordage around it to fix the split. Oh, broke off. This was a dead piece, but it will. And you can make it as wide as you want. This is now great to get coals out of the fire, or stones, hot stones that you want to dip into your cup. That maybe is something that you can't have on the fire to cook your water in. I think I did that in some movie, that's a long time ago. But this is quite a nice kind of pliers. So I need to get a move on, the light is disappearing for me. The third trick that I wanted to show you, the other ones aren't really tricks, eh? You all knew that. This might be more interesting. Say you're out in the woods and you need to tie a fly or maybe carve a lure or something. I always find that there's a lot of situations that you are actually using your knife, but then the piece you're working with is getting too small. Way too small to comfortably use it. So I was thinking, how can I make something that really grips something that is small? In a survival situation, you could maybe see that as when you're making an arrowhead from bone or something. You might have a very small bit of bone, and it's really hard to work with. You need to grip it. You need some kind of vice. So I have had a piece of wood here that I split. Fits really nicely onto each other. Great stuff. Another piece of the wood I made a very crude wedge out of. I have a little dowel, and I have a bit of cordage. I will show you what I mean. So I have these two blocks that I had, and you see I put the dowel in between them. And then tied that off, not really elegantly now, but it's just to demonstrate it. I tie that off, so that this becomes like a sort of hinge, but it also keeps the blocks together, but over the dowel. Now this is the great thing. Say you want, now this is big, so you wouldn't need it, but say you want to grip this. I hope it can fit between it. Say that is what you want to grip. Then you have the wedge, and you put that on the other side. This is too big. Wait a minute. I need a smaller stick. This is what you want to work with, because that's, say, like the arrowhead or whatever. Some bone implement or the lure that you want to carve. You grip it, and you see you can put the wedge in here, and you can bang that in really tight, and this is going nowhere. And now you can carve here again. You have like all this in your hand, and you can work with the piece. You can make this as tight as you can. Fuck it. Well, that was great fun. My camera just fell in the snow. Sorry if there is a bit of smudges on the lens or whatever. Thing is, I forgot the extension part that hooks into my tripod. So that's why the image is all tilted as well. But I kind of forgot that when I wanted to adjust the camera slightly. So it ended up in the snow. Sorry. So I hope you understand this little thing, because this can be really handy. It's a really nice kind of survival tool, a very simple hand vise. Ah man, that's good. Good stuff. Free sugar everywhere in this forest. It's funny, about 1 cup of pine tea, so like a fistful of pine needles, will give you about a quarter to a half of a sugar lump. Pretty nice source of carbs, really. Not that I need them, but hey, it's nice to know in a survival situation. Right, now this one has been inaugurated. Detlef, thank you very much for sending me the samples. I like them so much I put them up in my shop. You know about that, of course, and I can recommend these. Really nice and really handy. By the way, I did find it a bit hard to adjust to this change on YouTube with all the Google Plus commands and so on. Sorry if I haven't been commanding fast or at all. I already had a Google Plus account. It's not connected. It's really annoying. I got 2 accounts in it, and it's kind of it's pretty confusing. But I managed to get that kind of working by creating a Google Plus page for my tracking and survival school, and I linked that one to the Wild account that I had on YouTube. And man, it's annoying, really. too many social medias, but I've seen many people also clicking on my Google Plus and putting me into circles and so on. Sorry if I haven't been reacting on any of that, because it's just that I'm not really into that yet. Facebook I use a lot, but also for my online courses I am looking into using Google because it might be a better way to have the online chats and so on. So have a bit of patience with me there. In the end I will get there. Thanks for all the support, of course. I saw that there were quite a lot of new subscriptions, and great, thanks for that. And once again, I hope you all have a fantastic new year, and a great deal of bushcrafting and survivaling and trekking into 2014. So I hope you like it. See you on the next movie, guys.